Alright folks, see if we can get this thing adjusted a little better, hopefully anyway. Okay. Alright. I used to fish with live bait a while back all along the intercoastal waterways by the bulk terminal and the other areas along the intercoastal. And the way we would do that, I've always believed, as in with live bait or even lures, less is best. The less gear, tackle that you have out there on your rod and reel is best. Number one is my favorite. That would be what I call a free line. All I have is a hook. Tie the hook directly onto the line, throw it out there, fishing live croakers, live shrimp, whatever. Pogies, all you have is a hook. Minnows, just a hook. You throw it out there and you let it set. I would suggest that you leave the bail open, because when these fish hit a free line, they hit it. Just leave the bail open, throw it out there, let it go, let the bait do where it wants to go, do what it wants to do, and just watch your reel, and all of a sudden you're going to see the line start peeling off. You just want to pick it up, flip the bail, let the line tighten up, and set the hook. And that's my first preference. It's called free line. And all these systems, all these techniques are going to be based on the current, the speed of the current, and the strength of the current. The next one up is number 2, and that one there is the same thing as a free line, except I've added a swivel to it just to give it a little bit of weight. Less is best. Less is best. A little bit of weight. Same thing. Throw it out there. Let the bait do what it wants, wherever it wants to go. Leave the bail open, because when these fish hit these free lines, they're ready to rock and roll. And if you flip the bail and you lay it down, you about kiss it goodbye, because it's going overboard unless you have it secure. But it's best to leave the bail open so that when the fish takes it, it doesn't feel anything. Third one up is what we call the Carolina rig. Up top here, you've got a barrel swivel up here that connects your main line to the swivel, and then from the swivel you tie another line on. You pass that line. Back up, Stanley. The swivel's down here. I apologize. You put the slide and sinker on first, then you put the barrel swivel, then you put your leader down here with your hook. And back then I used to fish with treble hooks. Now I'm on a circle hook, but this is called a Carolina rig. And I would use up to a ½ ounce, but I would start out with maybe a 1/8 ounce. Less is best. Go to the 1/4 ounce. Go to the 3/8. And if the current is real strong, I would go with the ½ ounce egg sinker. This is also a good rig for sheephead. I mean, we used to catch a lot of sheephead fishing with the Carolina rig. Again, up here we'd probably have a ½ ounce sinker, because we're fishing in between the pilings at the trussels, and we'd have a straight hook here with a live crab on it, a little small crab. Crab for sheephead is like filet mignon to me, or ribeye. It's just the best bait out there. A sheephead will swim a mile for a little crab. Again, this is the Carolina rig. You got your slide and sinker. You got your swivel. You got your leader. Leader, when I say leader, I mean mono, not a wire leader or anything like that. It could be the same pound as the main line. That's the way I normally do it. And then you got your hook down here. Up where it says top up here, this is what I call the Texas rig. Right, wrong, and different. Some people call it the drop shot. But you have your swivel up here, barrel swivel. You tie your main line onto it. You tie a line that branches off to a treble hook down here. Hook your bait on there. And this line continues down to the drop sinker or any kind of weight to keep it on the bottom. Some people have this line here, 3 or 4 foot long when they're fishing with lures. I like it just a little bit shorter than the drop shot line right here. So again, you get the swivel, line here, line there. And again, I just use the same pound test as the main line to do this. Over here's my favorite. Now this was a trussel, Lake Pontchartrain trussel rig from way back when. It's called the sliding cork. You could use it anywhere, But I would fish the drop-offs in the intercoastal, and I maybe have 3 poles out at different depths trying to figure out where they at. Once I got one, could be 6 feet, 9 feet, 12 feet. Whenever that I got that first hit, I set all the rest of them to that depth. Up here is called the bopper stopper, and that's that little red thing right there. This is a BB like you get in the parades. I used to save them. This is a balsa sliding cork. Doesn't have to be. It could be styrofoam, whatever you used to. I like the balsa ones, the wood ones. You come through here, you pass the line through your slide sink. Again, it could be 3/8 half ounce, depending on the current of the tide when they get it down to that depth. This is the barrel swivel here. This is your mono leader. Back to a treble hook here. These are the 5 different techniques I use fishing with live bait. I don't fish with live bait much anymore. I got hooked on lures. That's just a lot easier, a lot smoother, a lot less preparation. But again, let's go over them again. This is a free line. All it is your hook tied directly to your line. This is a free line with a little barrel swivel. Just adding a little bit of weight. Less is best. Less is best. Keep telling yourself that. This is the Carolina rig. You have a sliding sinker, you have a barrel swivel, and you have your hook. This is the Texas rig or the drop shot, whatever you want to call it. You got a barrel swivel, sideline coming off to the hook. You drop it down to the teardrop sinker with any type of weight to get it to the bottom. This is the sliding cork method. You got the bopper stopper up here, the bopper stopper. You put it right here. This is the BB. This is the cork. This is the line coming through it. String it through your slide sinker, and the weight of that should be based on the amount of current that you have going, how strong it is. And then this is your barrel swivel, leader to your hook, a mono leader. This is the 5 different techniques that I use fishing in the coastal waterway with live shrimp. As far as hooking the shrimp, some people like hooking them right behind the horn, right here in the A position, in the middle of position. My favorite is through the back. You go from the bottom side of the tail up. It's the hardest point, and I think the shrimp last a lot longer. They survive a lot longer while they're in the water. Hooking them in the side, I think they die faster. Through the head, if you're in the bites, they may last a while, but when you hook them through the bottom of that tail, they're going to last a while. I think the trout prefer it through the head more so than anywhere else. So just so you know, when you're fishing with lures, same thing, less is best. I don't never use a swivel. I never use any type of weight. I don't use any kind of leader. I just tie my hook, my line directly to the head of the lure. I just think it gives it more action. You can feel better. You can feel the bites. It doesn't take anything away from the action of the lure. I think if you put a swivel on it and you jerk it, you're going to get a lot of motion up here, not necessary down here by your lure. So again, on the fishing with lures, I'd tie it directly to the line. This is the 5 techniques we use. I hope this information helps you out a little bit, and especially where to hook your shrimp. Now, if we're using croakers, live croakers, I like to hook them on that back, right barely on top of that back dorsal fin. It really makes them jump around. Same thing with the pogies, back dorsal fin. If you're using khaki hose, some people like to hook them through the lip. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not that cruel. I just, again, in that back dorsal fin is where I like to hook all my bait at when using croakers, minnows, or khaki hose. I hope this helps, guys, in your quest to catch the silver wonders. Take a look at it, see what you think. If you got anything you could add to this, suggestions or whatever to improve other fisher person's ability to catch fish, please share it with us. Thank you.